Hello there, Nat Edwards and Riley Beveridge with you on AFL.com.au to take a look at Carlton's season so far. Now quickly, Riley, welcome to the AFL.com.au team, your debut. Lovely to have you on board. Let's talk about the Blues. Unfortunately, they're on the bottom of the ladder, just the one win.
Yeah, 1-10 so far. It hasn't been the start to the season that many fans had probably hoped for, but I don't know what we expected from Carlton. They won 6 games last year and then probably lost their 2 best players in Sam Doherty to an injury and Bryce Gibbs to Adelaide. So they're probably about where they should be.
Yeah, it's been a difficult start to the year. Highlight, though?
The highlight's probably been Patrick Cripps' first half of the year, the way he's responded from an injury-plagued season last year, and the way he's taken on the mantle as the club's stand-in skipper in the absence of Mark Murphy, who has been injured throughout times. He's been fantastic throughout this year, and he got that reward in the victory over Essendon a few weeks ago.
Low light?
Probably the round 4 performance to North Melbourne down in Hobart, their first game down there in Tassie. Probably a game that they targeted at the start of the season and thought that they might have been able to win. They lost by 86 points and that was a real reality check on their season.
Now we talked about Patrick Cripps going really well. Who's under pressure though?
Jacob Wiedering's one that's been under the pump throughout the year. Obviously the pick one, a lot of high expectations on his shoulders. He spent a few weeks in the VFL this season. First couple of weeks weren't great. He was isolated by opposition forwards and had a number of goals kicked on him. Just needs to get some confidence back under his belt, I think.
So that's under the pump. Who should we get around? Who's been impressed?
I think young Zach Fisher's been one that's been a real standout for Carlton this year. Pretty diminutive in his size, but he's moved into the midfield throughout the year. He's winning a lot more footy. He's got great smarts around the ball as well, uses it well. He's been compared to Sam Mitchell, so he's a West Aussie and he's playing some really good footy for Carlton.
Now, if the Blues had one wish for the second half of the year, what would it be?
A couple of key re-signings. I think Patrick Cripps they wouldn't want him going into the last year of his contract still unsigned, so they'll want to get that done before the end of the season. And Mark Murphy's another one. I know there's been a lot of debate about his future, but they probably won't get a great compensation pick for him given the fact that he's 31 years old and they need as many big bodies and experienced players in that midfield as possible, so I think they'll want him to stick around.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It'd be nice to see him stay at the Blues. A grade for Carlton so far? This is a tough one.
It's a very tough one. I'm going to say a D. It's not quite an F because they have been competitive in a lot of games, particularly recently, so I'm going to say a D for the Blues.
Well, Riley, thanks for joining us. Nice debut.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned. We'll be handing out mid-season report cards for every club over the next few weeks.